folks, this is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, the home field of the Cincinnati Bearcats. From last year, the Baylor Bears taking on a playoff team from last year, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear.
First apple cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
Well, that's 2 straight incompletions. You'd hate for this offense to squander such really good field position. Let's see what they dial up here on third down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. On the read. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Pass ball is incomplete. incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And that sets up a return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down, but broke the tackle and produced a solid gain there.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Looks like the Bearcats are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught quickly. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down in the red area? Beautiful play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bearcats. This quarterback on fire today. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. gets a direct snap. Look out, room to run here. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Bears. Way too much speed on that play.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. And the tailback's got it again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Moves out of the pocket. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
The Bearcats will have to punt this one away. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He'll field the punt. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's an out route, the catch made. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. That gain moves the ball to the 17, 1st down.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive 1st quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss. You throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
A direct snap. End zone ahead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Baylor.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Baylor 14, Cincinnati 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Shotgun formation is an inside give. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the return will be brought down. The Baylor offense back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Bears.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to throw here. It's a wide receiver screen. Finds just enough space and makes the 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, look at this, Chris. The defense kind of hanging their head. They give up a completion for a first down. They better get lined up and get the call because they're going up-tempo against them.
They stop it with 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's past the marker and still going. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it with a first down at the 41. The Bearcats lining up here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. The receiver grabs it.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And it's caught. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Looking for a receiver. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there.
It's a misfire.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Got it.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. When he's got some space here. Heads out of bounds. They'll spot it at the 37. It's a good return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and he's stopping short of the first down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And the Bears begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Now, it looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. The Bears are going to cash in here in the red zone. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Looks like the Bearcats will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They're going to run it here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Here's the target, and it's complete. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain in that catch and run.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Caught behind the line. It's John. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up.
that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
Kicking team out for the PAT drive. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Gets out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Will kick it off to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here we go.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Short throw. Running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They keep him off balance with a run. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And this time it's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pass complete on a crossing route. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
One of the great things about this offensive scheme is how they spread the defense out, put a lot of pressure on them because they create a lot of space in the middle. They've been able to get the ball to this slot receiver time and time again.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. He saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks free. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The field goal is good. And they've regained the lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Snags a good throw. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
As a design quarterback keeper, the Bearcats pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. That gaining enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Makes a quick grab. Inside the 30. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down in the 21.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Grab made by the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Kirk Baylor has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
They face a third and short on the 9th play of this drive.
Let's go.
Looking to throw it again. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Just missed his intended receiver on that third and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the fourth quarter.
So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. He made it. 3 points on the board. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, as hot as a stove when his number's called.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Now when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Baylor. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. First down. They're going to throw the football. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Offense getting set. Second down play here. He's looking to throw. And this one is caught. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
On the move now. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's the running back in the flat. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking right, this one caught. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Second down after that completion. It's a quarterback keeper. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down? Breaks into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's first and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. Now the important point after attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Baylor offense back out onto the field. The running back here in a direct snap. As the first down is still going. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he drops back in the gun. Caught quickly.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Hill. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Their last chance here. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The Bears line up on 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Here he goes. Touchdown, Bears. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Your defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example of what he's up to.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football. In a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, obviously a field goal does them no good. They're going to have to put the ball into the end zone and hope that somebody can make a game-changing play.
2nd and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's another deep shot. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in